most movie reviews, I do non-spoiler reviews because I don't want to spoil anything for potential viewers. However, for this specific Indiana Jones movie, I have to spoil things. Like, if there's going to be spoilers, pretty massive spoilers, really. So I probably could talk about it non-spoilery, but it's just not going to be at all the same review. It'll be like a 2-minute review. So I want to make sure that I can explain to you why I think the things that I think. So there will be spoilers for this video on Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull is written by David Koepp and directed by Steven Spielberg, and it was released in 2008. The idea of the plot. Indiana Jones is old now. He's in his, 50s in this movie? Maybe even 60s? And it's probably closer to 60s, maybe even closer to 70s. And he and his friend that he finds, who turns out to be his son halfway through the plot, are going to go rescue his son's mother, Marion, who was from the first ever Indiana Jones movie from 84. No, 83? 82? 84 was Temple of Doom, I think. Anyway, so he has to go do that. In the meantime, we have Cate Blanchett playing the villain who is trying to get this crystal skull back so she can unlock unlimited knowledge. And Indiana Jones is like, nah, we can just bring it back, though. Like, I like that plan. So he basically is infiltrating all these places. There's stunts, there's craziness. And at the very end of the movie, aliens. Like, just straight up aliens. I was so disappointed because, like, Indiana Jones movies for me, like, I just started watching them. I literally just finished the whole series. I started watching them, I don't know, maybe November of last year, approximately. And, like, yeah, they were good, but now, even now, after I've watched them, I already feel nostalgia on them, which is something I think that Steven Spielberg does really well, particularly in the Indiana Jones franchise, is building nostalgia. After every movie, there's more and more love and nostalgia for this character. And I'm like, no. There should not be aliens in this movie. There should not be aliens in this movie. It was ridiculous. I'm sitting here, are you actually kidding me? Like, I was like, no, they might just think it's aliens. No. Then an alien appears, an entire alien appears, and then a giant UFO. And I'm just like, what the hell happened to Indiana Jones? It went from this grounded archaeology, adventure, mystery, into an alien movie in like 2 seconds. And I was like, this is not what I signed up for. I really wanted it to be grounded. I wanted it to be fun and interesting. I wanted there to be some kind of historical premise behind all this. But no, in the end, they sit down and they're like, oh, wow, that was crazy. Roll credits, I guess. And like, that's really it. I'm like, what the hell happened to this character? How did it go that far down so fast? I don't know. But this movie does have its highlights. Particularly, I think it's super entertaining. Like, I think that until it becomes aliens, I'm intrigued in the story. I'm interested in where they're going. I like the Crystal Skull. I like Indiana Jones. I love Shia LaBeouf's character. What is it, Mutt? I love that character. I think he's so cool. I think Shia LaBeouf does such a good job. And it's a relatable character for me. He's a young boy who is just trying to pursue what he loves to do, which, like, for him is, you know, motorcycles and, like, adventuring now and all that kind of thing. He dropped out of school to do so. And it's similar to me where, like, I didn't drop out of school. I'm still in school now. But, like, I talk about movies all the time. Like, literally all the time. It's almost frustrating how much time I dedicate to this channel. And, like, I understand how he feels about that. So we're on the same level there. And I like that character a lot. The main issue with the majority of his plot is Cate Blanchett as Irina, who is like this bad lady who wants the unlimited knowledge from the Crystal Skull. That's it. That's all she wants. And like, okay, fine, but like, why? And they're like, why not? Okay, fair enough. But her performance is just not good. Like, anyone who defends this performance, I'm a little confused. Like, feel free to try to defend it, but I'm a little confused. Like, I don't think it's that good at all. I think her accent's awful. It's like mimicking Yelena from Black Widow. And I'm just like, It's not that good of an accent. You didn't do that good of a job. Your performance is weak. And it definitely feels weak next to Shia LaBeouf and next to Harrison Ford. It just doesn't add up. It just doesn't feel like it's part of the same movie. And that's kind of where I get that skid, and it's really frustrating. And again, the whole plot is freaking ridiculous, but the stunts were cool. There were a lot of really great stunts, and a lot of them seemed practical. There were ones that were obviously CG, and the CG is pretty bad in this film. Like, whenever there's actual CG, it's not very good. And which is dumb, because it's ILM, and I really trust ILM, and I don't know why they did such a bad job on this, but, like, most of it is not good for 2008. This is the same year that Iron Man came out, which was, like, a huge advancement in CG. So I was a little disappointed, I guess I should say, by that quality of the film. I do wish it was a little higher. But it is fun. Like, that's, again, I keep coming back to this, but it is fun. Like, it's a fun, entertaining movie, especially with Indiana Jones being like a father, kind of to, well, literally, and also kind of to Shia LaBeouf's character. It's just a great, like, it feels good. It brings me back to Temple of Doom, where he's the father to that Goonies kid. I like that feeling. I think he does well with it. Harrison Ford is, he's a great father figure in his movies. I don't know what he's like in real life, but in his movies, very much a great father figure, and I love that dynamic that he brings to the table there. So I like that a lot, and the story itself is crazy, and yet still somehow entertaining, and yet the ending is incredibly disappointing, and the villain does nothing the entire film. But all of this combined, I'm going to go ahead and give Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull a C. Have you guys seen this movie? Let me know in the comments what you guys thought about it. I know you can probably stream this somewhere. I don't know where. It's not Disney Plus, is it? Because Lucasfilm, so I guess it's possible. I don't know. I'm sure you can find it somewhere. I have it on Blu-ray, so I didn't have to worry about that. I got a collection of all of them, plus a bonus DVD or bonus Blu-ray disc, so pretty cool stuff. But you can probably find it online somewhere wherever you like to stream movies, so definitely check that out. And please consider subscribing if you're not already. It helps me out a whole lot, really keeps the channel going, so please consider doing that. And as always, keep watching movies and television, stay educated. I'll see you guys in the next video.